for it. That's the only thing I could think of was literally maybe a couple months advance notice on contracts that are coming up.
In the policy, I know that we talked about with this, the policy that I think we got in June and that had to go to the printer, and we got it like the week of, we got it in our Friday packet, and to review it, even though there were only a few changes, it was that we had asked to do it the month earlier, and I thought that we had changed that.
And so we did,
that's
on the pro forma, yeah.
So that's the only one.
Right, that might have been the one that actually prompted it, because it was just recent.
Right.
So that could have been the one that prompted it, was like, if we had this in advance, we'd be able to look at it.
Because I think we actually changed the pro forma then for that one.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, yeah. So then, go back then to what Mark said, is this something then that the board just wants to be cognizant of? So look forward on the pro forma, look past, and if you see things that you think need to be added, or as things come up, we just be very vigilant in adding them to our pro forma. Okay. All right. All right, government transparency. This is another one I'm not real sure of. I know we had that, was it like a 13-item list?
Yeah.
Checklist.
And I thought we went
I can't
through
remember
that
who put that
when
up.
it was reviewed, and I thought,
we hit most of them.
right,
There was only
right,
one or
right.
two, so that's-
I
So
think
was there something else on this one? Because that was the only thing that came to my mind.
I think maybe like board packets. I know from
I've got that one listed as an
past-
additional topic.
oh is
Yeah.
where
In my own handwriting.
I don't see it.
In my own handwriting, because you had said
It's there.
before you wanted to bring that up.
I wrote it on mine, so
no,
it
it's
is
there.
there.
About doing,
It's
our
bullet
board
point
packets.
5. You don't see it?
Yeah.
My gosh, there's so
Okay,
many
so
lists.
I'll just take from experience when I used to sit back in the audience. Oftentimes, the board would be discussing something that was in their board packet that they didn't have. Or, you know, like if you're going to put meetings online, possibly put the board packet online, because, I mean, it's public information. You can FOIA this. Even the accounts payable, is it?
Right,
Payable?
yeah, we
We put those out there.
Yeah, we started
Yes.
putting it out, but again, we were
Yeah.
talking, there's only one copy, and if we could leave a couple copies.
Same with the board packets, a few more copies. I mean, I don't know how it is now. I mean, I don't know how many you put out there now, but I know when I used to sit out there, we used to pretty much fight over it. I mean, is there one packet out there? Or just one? You know, so more packets, I don't know, you know, or packet online. I mean, then they can download, they can print it out and come to the meeting with their own packet, you know, and be ready to go.
So under government transparency, so we're not thinking about that checklist, because we felt that you reviewed everything and we were good with
We
that.
had
So
many things on there, not everything, but I think many things on there. Most things that we could do, except for like probably the payables, I think was one of the things, or wasn't it like the checkbook or something? I can't really remember, I don't have it with me.
Yeah, it was, but I think we felt that we were close enough with the AP listing, monthly accounts payable listing.
But I mean, like, I'm just looking ahead, like if you don't come to a meeting, you don't see that list.
So putting Board of Ed packets online, was there something else that was specific to it that people were thinking about in this one?
Not that I know.
Okay.
Bueller?
I think it was the checklist mostly was what we were thinking.
Okay.
Well, this is somewhat of an errant thought, but I should bring it up now. In terms of like board goals, you may have read this in some of the periodicals that have come out. There's a change in state law where there's required board training, and that kicks in at the beginning of the year. And I'll get you more information on it, but you know, in terms of what just maybe struck as like government transparency, this is a government regulation now for all board members.
I thought they started the next election. Right?
No, there's
There's another one?
yeah, there's I'll get the detail on it.
Okay.
I was just at a
Must have
meeting
missed that
today
one.
where someone from the School Boards Association was sharing the new deadlines, or they're not new, but they're coming up soon.
Is there other training places that you can, I mean, it's IASB, am I saying that right? Are they the only ones that do training? Or, I mean, I know there's the NSBA.
That's the National School Boards
Yeah,
Association.
I mean, do they do training online? I know, I think IASB sometimes does it online, like you can just do a training online. But do you know anyone else that does training besides those two organizations?
Well, there's, for example, the open meetings training is done by the
Attorney General.
Correct, and then exactly who will be the vendors for this training coming up. I think it's evolving now. And there will be online opportunities as well,
Oh, very good.
from what I heard today, but that's not firm yet.
But
Did you
that might
packet?
be on just that
Your
one
packet?
specific.
Yeah, anyway, I don't want to belabor this, but
Okay.
just to let everybody know that that'll kick in by January, and then we'll get the schedule and what the options are.
So Board of Ed packets online, Mark, something that should be doable?
And
Well, like what format do you
Yeah.
want it in? Like just
Like a
scan it and
PDF
put a
or-
PDF
Personally, I
on
would think
there?
PDF, but,
Just a PDF.
Well, I think it should be a PDF, nothing
Well,
that's
no, I know,
editable.
but I mean, it'll just be.
Just fill in the copy and all, like,
No, I understand that, but. All right,
does our copy machine have the ability?
yeah.
And that's all I would do, is run a board packet through, put it into a PDF format, and just,
Same as the display copy.
that's what I do. I don't think, because I think it's easy enough to move through a PDF file and print out what you want.
Sure.
But that would be my suggestion. Okay. And I would think if there's other things that come up along the way that we think would be of any benefit to putting online.
You mean any benefit to putting online?
Because I think that that's part of this whole government transparency, is if there's more things that we can provide online.
Do we have our core team and curriculum council members online, Mark? Do you know?
Their names?
Yeah, like who they are? I mean, just curious. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think so. I'd look for
I'd have
report.
to, I put so much different stuff up there on strategic planning, and I don't want to trust my memory to say I've listed all the names.
They are
Okay.
listed in the brochure.
They're in the brochure, right?
In the
I'm
blue
just not-
brochure?
No, it's a strategic planning brochure. I'm just not sure if that's online. We can
Oh.
find out.
Right, I know there was something that I saw them on.
I know before I just had looked for minutes or something. 'Cause I
What's
don't
that?
know Who it was. But that was a couple of years ago.
I was just curious, because I mean, like, I was looking at the thing that said reconstitute the core team, and I'm like,
Erica?
did we lose any parents on the
Yeah,
last
that's
core
it.
It's an
team,
old
or?
copy,
Yeah, but this was, yeah.
Right.
So it's been distributed, but whether the current one is online, I don't want to commit to saying that it is.
Okay.
All right, and then, Gina, you had mentioned at the last meeting about the possibility of doing the board packets electronically.
Oh, yeah,
Right, I mean, I know we
and
don't
I'll
have it
speak
listed
to,
here, but-
I'll speak to, the fact that I have a very old computer, and it's very full, and when I get my board packets, from Mark, oftentimes there's like thank you notes and things, and I literally don't look at them because I just can't keep putting more on my computer. If I could just go to somewhere where I could click on it and see it like, electronically without downloading it to my computer, it would be easier for me. But electronic board packets would be where you would just go to the login and your board packet would be there electronically. You could, put it on your laptop, you could have it on your iPad, you could have it however, but you don't have a physical paper packet.
Well, are you talking about, two different
that what
things.
I'm
Are you
talking
talking about board packets or the Friday
Well,
No.
all.
update?
It would
Well,
be all the same.
I know, because you're saying
Right.
put board packets on
Okay,
there, but thank you notes don't come out in board packets.
Okay,
Right.
all of the above.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying is because it's a lot. The HLurk newsletter is on there, and so many things that are extraneous that I mean, like not essential that I need to look at right away, like a thank you note. So oftentimes I'll wait until I, can get, do it on my laptop or something like that. And another thing is like I'll download stuff to my laptop, and then I'll be like on my desktop, like where is that document? I can't find it, and it's already been downloaded somewhere else. So I'm just saying if you could go to a portal. You could just see it all electronically rather than having to download everything to your individual computers. I don't know.
And then, if we can get our packet online in a PDF and access it that way?
Our packets, I mean,
Right.
there's those, what did I
If it's
say,
on
board docs, and what was the other one? Board book. Board book and board docs. I think I brought it up last month. Two organizations that do this. And
Right.
I spoke to a couple of school districts that actually do this. And I think there was a lady in Hinsdale, and just spoke so highly of it. How I said, well, was it a lot of work? And she said, oh my gosh, no, it was more work making these board packets up. I don't know if you feel that way, but these individual board packets every month. She seemed like it was a lot of paperwork. Of course, they had to make up 40 packets a month. I mean, we don't have to make up that many, but
And Gina, to your point,